You know those little kitchen tools that look almost too simple to be worth it? But once you use them, you wonder how you ever managed without them? That's exactly what this Ezmo apple peeler and core slicer feels like. It doesn't take up much space on the counter, and it doesn't need a plug or batteries. Yet the first time you set it down and put it to work, it sort of wins you over. It all sounds convenient, but is it really that quick in practice? Let's see how it works when snack time actually rolls around. At first glance, it looks like a mix between an old-fashioned crank tool and a bit of modern polish. The base is plastic but solid with stainless steel where it matters. The blade and the core feel sharp and sturdy, and the suction base underneath is surprisingly strong. Stick it on a smooth countertop, press it down, and it doesn't budge. That little detail matters because the last thing you want is a peeler sliding around while you're trying to crank an apple through it. With this one, once it's locked down, you're free to focus on the fun part. And the fun part really starts when you grab an apple. You line it up on the sharp prong at the front, press it in, and then all you do is start turning the handle. The moment it spins, the blade finds its place against the skin. There's no setup, no tricky alignment. You turn, it peels. And as soon as it does, you see that peel curling off in one long, thin ribbon. It's almost hypnotic, the way it spirals down in perfect strips. If you take your time, you can actually watch the ribbon collect under the blade like a little coil of confetti. Or, if you're in a rush, give the handle a quick crank, and in just a few seconds, the job's done. The company says about 6 seconds, and honestly, that's not far off. It feels quick, almost quicker than grabbing a paring knife from the drawer. What's even better is how clean the peel comes off. It's thin, barely more than the skin itself. So you're not throwing away half the apple in the process. And if you're someone who hates waste, you'll notice the difference right away. The fruit stays intact, smooth, and ready to eat, while the peel comes off like a neat ribbon you could practically knit with. Now, once it's peeled, there's a small button at the back, and when you press it, the apple just slides right off. No tugging, no sticky hands. It's a thoughtful step that makes the whole process smoother. And it doesn't stop there. If you want wedges instead of just a peeled apple, the core slicer attachment makes that happen in one move. You place it over the apple, press it down, and the fruit instantly splits into 8 neat slices. The core pops out in the middle, clean as can be, ready to toss. What you're left with is a plate of perfect wedges, snack ready, looking like you spent more time prepping than you actually did. That core and slicer piece feels solid too. The blades are welded onto the ring, so when you press down, it doesn't wobble or bend. And you don't have to put your whole weight into it either. The sharp edges glide through the fruit with just enough resistance to feel like you're cutting something fresh, but not so much that you're straining. Cleanup is as simple as the peeling itself. Rinse the blade, give the prong a quick wash, let it air dry, and you're done. There aren't any tiny crevices that hold onto juice or pulp, so it doesn't turn into a scrubbing project later. Because it's manual and doesn't rely on motors or extra parts, you're really just cleaning the sharp bits, and they rinse off fast. And if the blade ever dulls or you want to swap it out, that's easy too. Pop the old one out with your thumb, line the new one up, and it clicks right in. No tools, no fiddling. It's rare that a gadget this inexpensive thinks through the whole life cycle of the product, but this one clearly did. When you step back, what you're left with is a little kitchen tool that saves time, reduces waste, and somehow makes a simple task fun. It's not flashy. It doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, but it turns something as ordinary as peeling apples into a small moment of satisfaction. You crank the handle, watch the peel spiral down, press a button, slice into wedges, and it's snack time. That's the kind of rhythm that just works in a busy kitchen. So whether you're prepping apples for pie, tossing wedges into a salad, making applesauce, or just getting healthy snacks ready for the day, this Ezmo apple peeler and core slicer is the kind of tool that earns its spot in the drawer. It's quick, it's tidy, it's easy to use, and it does exactly what it promises without fuss. And if you've been peeling apples the old way, this is one of those upgrades you'll appreciate the first time you crank the handle. So that was all about the Ezmo apple peeler and corer slicer. Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more kitchen gadget reviews.